So welcome everybody to Creativity Booster. I'm Patricia Dubroof, and I am an artist and also involved in the caring of our loved ones through home care, through Assisting Hands Home Care in Bethesda, Maryland. We serve all of Montgomery County and all of Fairfax County with our amazing certified nursing aides to help families who are post-surgery or maybe have dementia or surviving with other challenges. And we're there to make life better, and making life better and including the arts, because we feel very strongly that creativity is a healing factor. And when you take the time, like we're going to take these next 15 minutes to immerse ourselves in a creative moment, you're going to feel better afterwards, I guarantee. So I'm here today with an excellent artist, Eric, and I met many, many years ago in the district, and he has gone on to create Phoenix Art and Design, which is his personal art world. And I want to talk to Eric today about how his making of art and working with communities, doing big murals, how that adds a healing modality to his world. So welcome, Eric.
Good morning, Patricia, and good morning, everybody else. A pleasure to be here.
Yeah, so tell us, Eric, how did you first, I've got Eric's bio up here on the screen for all to read, but tell me, Eric, how did you get involved in the art, and how did you figure out this whole making art makes you feel better for you?
It's been quite a journey, if not a lifelong journey, to get this far. I remember when I, maybe about 25 or so years ago, when I came to my mom with the speech that I think I want to quit everything else and pursue this art thing full time, and expecting her to have something other than positive to say about the situation. She was, so to my surprise, she was like, well, you've kind of been doing this all your life, so art and creativity is kind of something that it's just the lens that I see the world through. And since I took it on as a lifelong pursuit, because I find that it's something that helps me to heal, center myself, and be more grounded and present. And once I got into public art, I find that it's the same service that I get to offer and share with my community and communities at large.
That's great. So when you get a commission, like from the DC Commission or Virginia, or wherever, what is it that you do different than some other mural makers? What sets your work apart?
Well, I'm not sure. Every artist kind of pursues a call in their own way. But for me personally, I usually think about the environment that it's going to be housed in. It's usually my first thought. It's where it's going to be, how it's going to be perceived or received in that environment. And I kind of work out from there.
Okay, so let's look at one of those murals, because I mean, honestly, talking about art is not as much fun as seeing it, right? So look at look at what this man has created. It's incredible. So which one would you like to explore for a minute?
I guess we can start with the first one done in Wheaton.
Wow. So this is in Wheaton, Maryland?
In Wheaton, Maryland, and this piece was completed last quarter, the last quarter of last year. And yeah, this was certainly a blessing to have the opportunity to do this, because this is one of my first murals to be done in Montgomery County exteriorly. So I was which is my hometown, and having done lots of mural around, it was quite the honor to be able to bring something back home.
That's great. Now, do you talk to neighbors when you do these murals? Do you get anybody else involved? Is it collaborative? How do you work?
Well, like I said, every mural is different based on the location and who. With this particular mural, it was put together with the help of Margaret from the Wheaton Walkability Project. So we had several meetings with Margaret and the board. Then we also had community meetings for input before along the process of installing this mural. Something like this second mural, for example, this was a private commission by a business owner in so Trinidad Avenue, Northeast DC. And
Love the birds.
and this one was more a conversation with the building owner rather than the community.
So if he wanted it, you were willing to put it out there.
Yeah, but they were more looking to work with me, and I'm fortunate that I find more in the beginning. It was finding people, or as far as project, people simply had ideas formed already, and they simply wanted you to just bring it to life. These days, I find more clients look to me for my unique aesthetics and style motif, and they want something along what I naturally do, just simply incorporating some of their themes into my motifs.
Yeah, I love the way you've got the 3D boxes. It almost looks like a surface on the walls. I mean, it's fantastic. So how many people work on these murals with you when you're involved in such a huge piece? Or is it just you?
I have a savvy team of 3 people. It's usually me, myself, and sometimes I show up.
Whoa, that's inclusive. I love it. What can you tell me about this piece? This is a beautiful butterfly and the pyramid and
yeah, this piece was something I did in Huntington Beach, California for an artistic nonprofit in Huntington Beach, California.
How lovely.
This was a fun project. This one was another one for the Food Association of Washington, D.C. that commissioned this piece for Turning Natural in Northeast, I believe, D.C. as well.
So this idea of this Escher-like cubing, that's pretty involved in each of your murals. Is that kind of a signature background that you do?
Yeah. I kind of like the simplicity or sometimes perceived complexity of geometric patterns. But all the geometric patterns that I do kind of stem from, they're all grown out of a triangle. So a triangle understanding. So it's me exploring the limitless potential of what this geometry is capable of. And the more I explore this geometry, I also start to understand that this is the building block of all reality. It's how everything grows, from cells to plants to everything else.
Yeah, and it's also very meditative.
Yeah. It's one of the reasons why I kind of love that, because it has this calming effect along with the rest of the images that I enjoy employing.
And then you've got these very non-cubic shapes with the butterflies that you just feel like they're floating. I mean, they're just beautiful.
It's the I call it the balance between the soft and the hard.
And butterflies have a lot of spiritual meaning.
Yes.
Do they have a particular meaning for you?
The main one is transformation. It's evolving into becoming one's true self. I feel like that's a lifelong goal. Is forever becoming. We're always evolving and becoming more of what we're supposed to be. This particular one was another one done in Richmond, Virginia, at a Facebook data center in their lounge.
Wow, and this is going to be filled with people on computers, right?
Yes.
Wow.
So
look at the bird, it's free. I love it.
Exploring the dimension of the space with the illusion of dimension as well.
Makes it look like a much bigger space, much less tight and square. And
this particular piece was done for the planning department right here in Wheaton. It was actually my second Wheaton project, but this one door in up on, I believe, the 13th floor in the planning department office building.
Wow.
And it was just bringing something cool and refreshing, relaxing to the office space.
Yeah, love the lotus.
drops of water. That's Paul in the background.
Oh, how lovely.
Oh yeah. Now
Mama bird.
this was a really, really fun piece that I had the opportunity of employing things other than just a paint on a one-dimensional or two-dimensional surface. And I got to install a string halo. So I've been really fascinated. I've been doing, matter of fact, I just finished one a project for Department of General Services for the new headquarters that is strictly just strings, a string installation, a string mandala installation. But this was one of some of my earlier attempts playing with that in a mural setting. So the halo around her is this extra layer of strings.
Wow. Wow. Hard to tell from this perspective.
Yeah,
The
From
image of the woman, is that a photographic thing, or is that something you painted?
Oh, everything is painted.
Okay, because that looks so photo representational compared to the other things you do. I was like, oh, I wonder if this is another medium too. So
No, it's just
amazing.
paint. Yeah. I tend to not do too,
Oh,
yeah.
she's huge. She's huge.
Yeah.
I love the
Yeah.
size.
Yeah.
Beautiful. What a joyful smile. Oh my God.
Oh yeah. And something like that. So I guess you can see a little bit closer the strings
Yeah.
around her. And that was pretty interesting because I had to translate her from an old black and white photograph to what you see now.
Huh. And is the string then like looped between nails?
Yeah.
Okay. I saw a piece like that in the Miami Museum of Art not too long ago, an artist who only used string, and she had some amazing designs.
Mhm. It's for me, it was exploring, it was following a memory, childhood memory. And as a kid, I kind of went to summer camp and play with strings. And one of those days it kind of, it's interesting because most of the work that I do usually find a route back to childhood somehow. They're all things that I always had an interest in and didn't quite understand where it was coming from. And now I'm exploring it deeper.
How lovely. They say everything we need to know we learned in kindergarten.
Yeah, I believe that for sure. I
I
believe,
do too.
especially playing and having fun. We wish we often forget that important lesson.
Yeah, and that is super healing. Getting in touch
Yes,
with that fun time. Yeah, totally
that
get
is the
that.
most healing of all. That is
It's
the
a
most
big
healing
dude.
of all. Yeah,
Who is this guy?
this
Sam.
this is Cool Disco Dan, a very infamous and prolific graffiti writer out of Washington D.C. who passed away a couple of years ago. And this is at the Graffiti Museum, and I did a portrait in honor of him at
Yeah, I
the
see
museum.
the DC flag behind him too. That's a great nod.
Yeah,
That's so cool.
something like
Beautiful. The lotus flowers, just gorgeous.
this is a slice of a piece that was done as a private commission, a homeowner. So this is in their backyard.
So it's like a berm wall or something.
Yeah.
Well, I know we could go on for hours, Eric, because I know you are the most prolific mural maker on the planet, I think. Maybe the Guinness Book of World Records needs to know about you. Oh, look at that. That's fabulous. Your imagery is delightful and delicious and makes us just want to melt into it. And I want to remind viewers that when you look at art, you're actually improving your physical and mental well-being. So please don't zoom by murals. Take a moment, stop the car safely, park it, pay the meter, and enhance your trip by just enjoying the work. It was done thoughtfully and professionally by your local artist, most likely.
And to
So
add to what Patricia is saying, it's one thing to see these things in on your computer screen, but as an artist, I learned over time what you see on on your screen is probably 10% of what you will experience if you take the time to go and see a piece of work in person. So much of it cannot be photographed.
Yes, I couldn't agree with you more. Live art is awesome. Just awesome. Oh, I love this. So Eric, what's your next mural coming up? Tell us. Where should we be looking?
I just finished one, like I said, in it's at Northeast DC at the Department of General Services. The next one I got coming up is for an Aldi grocery store that's opening up in Germantown, Maryland.
Oh, that's great. Oh,
Actually, it's really excited about that because Germantown is kind of where I grew up, and it's a place that has zero murals. So this will be one of the first murals to be in Germantown. So I'm really, really excited about that, to be able to share with that community.
oh,
That
that's wonderful. Well, I want to be invited to the ribbon cutting. So we can see that one live, and hopefully it'll lead to lots more murals in Germantown. God, that would
yeah,
be wonderful. Love
yes,
this. Thank you so much, Eric. This was such an inspiring 15 minutes. I hope you all enjoyed. If you have any interest in talking to Eric more about a mural in your community, you can reach out to me or to Eric. His website is Phoenix Art and Design dot no Phoenix Art dot design.
yes.
Yes. Okay. And thank you again for being here. Appreciate it. I'm gonna
Thank you for having me.